Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Shit's about to hit the fan. Welcome to Unsanctioned Thursdays on Wrestling with Freddie.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Jeff Jackpot Dye, this is Freddie Prinze Jr. and welcome to Thursdays Unsanctioned. Yeah.
Oh, I like the add the extra with LA Knight. I like that.
Dude, they gave us a big raise, so I spent a lot of money on some music,
These
some
are
death
hot.
metal guys that I know. They're hot. It's hot, man.
These jingles are hot.
Dude, I got to talk about Ricky friggin' Starks on Collision. We don't get, now with extra wrestling, we don't have enough time on Wrestling with Friends to hit everything. But I've been waiting for this guy to kind of find himself for a while. I definitely have seen something like a lot of people. I wasn't first on him. I wasn't last, but I wasn't first on him. But I definitely saw something on the mic where I was like, man, with the right story, this dude could do something great. So he was in the Owen Hart tournament. And in the finals, he met CM Punk, and everyone thought CM Punk would win. And instead, in a series of like trading pinfalls, Ricky gets close to the ropes and on 1, 2, grabs the rope for extra leverage, 3, and he gets the win. And a bad guy wins the Owen Hart belt and the cup. But it's not an honorable win. And this week he comes in and he gets questioned by Tony Schiavone, like, yeah, but it wasn't the most noble of wins. And he just ignores the question and talks about himself and talks about how great and how absolute he is. And everyone wants to know what's in the bag. I'll tell you what's in the bag. Nothing. I just wanted to show off my new Louis Vuitton.
So good.
It was so selfish and heelish, but the crowd was loving it because the crowd loves Ricky Starks. Like I said, I wasn't the first on this guy. He's got a lot of fans. And then out comes CM Punk to challenge what he's saying, so to speak. And the crowd, you guys were right about this. I was way wrong. The crowd was not happy to see CM Punk at first. By the time they had their match, a lot of people were cheering for him. He comes out and he says, hey, I'm not here to criticize you. God knows I've cheated to win. And everyone here in New Jersey has cheated to win. And the crowd starts hollering and yelling at him. When the segment was just about the two of them, it was perfect. Now, they had to bring out some other people as well. They brought out Cage and they brought out Christian Cage and they brought out Darby. And everyone did fine, but the promo was really about these two guys. And they were just using the other madness to set up the main event, which was going to be this cool tag team match that they gave them felt like 35 minutes to tell the story, which was really awesome. But Ricky Starks, this was the best he's ever looked on TV. This is the best promo he's cut on TV. And it wasn't emotional at all. It was egotistical, entitled, arrogant, and he just said it how it is. And the crowd really ate it up, and they were really hot, and I'm really high on Ricky Starks, and I hope you are too.
Speaking of 35 minutes long, they gave him 35 minutes of pyro. See how many fireworks the guy had?
yeah, like 5 minutes.
I was like, what's going on here? I mean, I'm cheering, and I like him. And he gets up on the thing. I go, okay. And there was like 90 minutes of just, I was like, Ric Flair doesn't even get this much fire. Like, this is insane.
You're right. It's like the opening of WrestleMania.
It was like a lot. I was just going, there's supposed to be 3 other guys here.
So that sets up the main event with Christian Cage, Ricky Starks on one team, and Darby Allin, CM Punk on the other, with Luchasaurus in the corner of the two heels, which led to the main event. So this match started slow, and I wasn't loving it. And by the time they came in from the second commercial break, I feel like the more time you give CM Punk, the better his matches are. The less time, it's just he needs time to tell a story. And when you give him time, he's one of the best. The crowd was so hot and cold at him. And I don't mean cold as an insult. I mean, the people who don't like him really let him know. But the people who supported him got louder throughout, or he changed minds or reminded people who hate him now why they liked him before. Because the Punk chants got pretty damn big, and the match was really cool. And Ricky Starks came out in these blue and gold trunks and knee pads and looked like a friggin' superstar. And Punk really helped him look good out there. He gets the win with another shady rope grab right at the end on Darby. And I love this new thing for him, right? Because now the refs are going to start looking, and so he's going to have to find another way to cheat, and then a different way to cheat, and it's not like an Eddie Guerrero thing. It's in a more selfish way. Eddie's had a wink and a smile. There's no wink and smile with Ricky Starks. But I'm really liking him. I really like the match. What did you think of it?
Did you notice that Luchasaurus is kind of doing a Road Warriors kind of? He has the Mad Maxy kind of like one shoulder pad mix.
I like that a lot.
I like it a lot. He looks so cool and so badass, and he's so big that I'm back on the Luchasaurus train. I heard that he was a terrible guy and a bad worker, but he just looks so cool.
To be big.
He just looks cool and big, and I'm back on board. He's so awesome. I thought the match was great. I mean, you couldn't every part of it, the finish, the everything. There's no botches. There was no weird stuff. It was just perfect. I'm a big fan of everyone that was in the match. And I actually I'm not crazy about Christian. Like, I've never been a big Christian guy. But he looked good and handled himself. He could have wore different clothes.
The plain black shirt.
Yeah. It looked like he didn't know he was going to have a wrestling match. He's like, all right, do you have anything I can wear?
Yeah, at least wear your merch, man. Let me see your merch so I can support you and buy a t-shirt. And I can never cut it and make it look cool the way they cut their shirts. Do you know how to cut t-shirts?
I used to do this thing that the NWO do, where it was like you just cut the sides of the shirt with the sleeves, and then it's just like a big cape that you wear over, like a poncho, you know. But then
I got it right one time,
now.
but that's not.
You
cool.
can't
that's
wear that now. I wore it once
That's
to the
one of
gym, and they're
those.
like, "That's kind of a bro douche shirt." I was like, "What are you talking about? This is how Hulk Hogan wears it."
Oh, dude, I have a Cobra Kai shirt like that, and now you're saying and that's my favorite workout shirt. And are you saying people think I'm a douche?
I don't know. That's what some chick told me, and I said, "This is how the NWO wears it." What are you talking about? I cut the sides off, and they go, "No, that's not."
I'm so bummed.
I know.
Yeah, I thought
Who knows?
it looks. I thought
maybe
it looked
she's
cool
full of
as hell.
crap. Maybe she's wrong.
Yeah, I'm still gonna wear it.
Although
See how quick I turned.
Christian had like a little turtleneck on his went kind of, this merch, or not merch, this crap that he wore was terrible.
It was not good. Let's go back from Collision because I know there was one thing you wanted to mention about Miss Shotzi Blackheart.
Shotzi's getting more and more popular. A thing that she did on one of the segments is she wanted to make it seem like she was losing her mind, and because Bayley cut her hair off to like bully her. Is what they're trying to make it seem like Yosuke and Bayley are bullying her and taunting her. They cut like one of her hair extensions off, and they're playing like Bayley was even playing it like a little guitar. She's taunting Shotzi, and then Shotzi's like, "You think I care about my hair?" And then she like buzzes her hair off. The real story is that her sister has cancer, and so she did this for her sister. Which the Wrestling with Friends podcast, Wrestling with Freddie, sends our thoughts. That's it's a cool thing that you shave your head for your sister. It reminded me when I was with Becky, they didn't like know what to do with her. And there was a writer that pitched like, what if we have you just shave your head and act like you're having like a breakdown? And Becky was like, no. And it was even gonna like move forward. They were like, no, we think that's a cool idea. Like this writer pitched like she would have to shave her head. She's like, I'm not going to shave my head. What are you talking about? And so it never, because Becky like stood her ground and was like, I'm not doing that. They never did it, which made me wonder if like maybe Shotzi was like, I'm going to shave my head for this thing. And then that same writer was like, my story's going to get picked. Wait, what? I have a thing for this. I have a thing for this. And you know, what's funny is like, I remember me and Becky talking about how stupid of an idea that is. It's like, why would, what would it change about you that you shaved your hair? Like how that would be a story that anyone would get on board, but it appears to be working with Shotzi.
Yeah. You have to sell it as like a cathartic experience, like a metamorphosis, right? Like, G.I. Jane did it really well with Demi Moore when she was like trying to be a Navy SEAL. Her character is just getting murked on every day. She realizes she's going to have to work 10 times harder than she's ever worked before. And as she starts to develop and grow and starts to actually accomplish some of the goals she's after, she shaves her head and has this like cathartic experience of like, I'm going to be one of the men and do this, and I'm going to look like them and perform like them and act like them, and I'm going to be tough like she just becomes Viggo Mortensen basically.
Yeah.
And ends up saving him in the movie. Ha ha, wrecked it. But yeah, so I think that's what they're going for. But Shotzi, to echo what Jeff said, we send you and your family love, and nobody should have to go through that, and we're sorry that you guys are.
Well, big congratulations to that writer. Big congratulations to that writer. Finally got his girl shaving her head story off the ground. So good work on his part.
Congratulations, Mike Johnson, or whatever your name is. Johnson. Tune in every Wednesday and Thursday for Wrestling with Friends and Unsanctioned Thursdays. On behalf of Jeff Jackpot Died, this is Freddie Prinze Jr., and this is Wrestling with Friends, Wrestling with Freddie, Unsanctioned Thursdays edition. Peace.
We love you.
This has been a production of iHeart's My Cultura podcast network. For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.